that environment itself is another character in the film.
100%.
You know, and I think the one emotion you didn't touch on in terms of that is the loneliness and solitude of that.
And isolation.
I don't think outside of when they're in the gym or at the school trip, there aren't any crowd shots.
Yeah.
The most you see in a shot of maybe 5 people tops. And a lot of times, if there are that many, they're shot with a wider lens, so they seem sort of isolated. It's this just town of loneliness.
Yeah.
This is the Stabby Road Podcast.
Welcome everybody to another episode of the Stabby Road Podcast, where we talk about 4 movies over 4 generations.
Are you on methadone?
What's going on?
What is?
You got second Stabby.
Let's go for a chill late night radio.
I see.
Oh,
Okay.
I see. Okay.
Little ASMR.
Little ASMR.
Yeah.
To my right is
Sonia Hardcore.
To her right is
Rob Graydon.
To his right is
DJ Kiss.
Ooh, he kept it sexy there.
Oh, the alliterate. Yes. Nice.
Yeah. And welcome. This is Stabby Road. This is the 3rd episode of our vampire theme, and we're talking about one of my favorite movies of all time, Let the Right One In.
Valid.
Probably one of the reasons we did this
Theme in general.
Yeah. I mean, this is, if it wasn't for Sinners this year, probably the best vampire movie ever made.
I would agree.
It is. I mean, I remember watching this for the first time, and it just was like, every movie I want to make is this. Like, it was so perfectly paced, and the way the shots were designed, and the emotions of everything are just right. You know, like, I can enjoy a good movie that's like methodically paced and shot and all these things, but if the emotions aren't there, it's not as sort of doesn't stick with you as much. And this is just like, everything is perfect from beginning. It has one of the best endings. Yeah, this is one of my favorites. What'd you guys think, Sonia?
Hard same. I hadn't seen it until I met my husband. I think we watched it together pretty early on, and I was just dumbstruck.
Yeah.
The whole time. I was immediately in love with it. The score.
Oh my God. I was really noting that watching it this time.
God.
I've seen this probably 4 times.
It like, that's what I think gives a lot of the emotion, not just the performances, but that score is so emotive and beautifully. Whoever composed it, managed to capture the feeling of winter. Like,
oh my God.
Sort of opposite.
I was getting cold watching this.
Yes.
Yes.
Right? I mean, the winter, the snow, the landscape is its own character in this film, but the music manages to get that like beautiful melancholy of winter.
Sorry, I looked up the composer, and the 2 credits are Let the Right One In and Madam Web.
Oh my God. Wow.
Oh my.
Okay.
2 of my favorite movies of all time.
I mean, they nailed it on this one. That's all I'll say.
Hey, the score was great for Madam Web. I've seen that movie 6 or 7 times.
Really?
Oh, it's so wonderfully bad.
Okay.
It's so wonderfully bad. It's one of the worst, best bad movies I've seen in the last few years.
Okay, noted.
It's hilarious.
Hilariously bad. Got it.
But we don't need to. We can talk about the movie we're here to talk about.
Yeah, the score was one of my favorite parts by far. Like the way it captures sort of that, the sadness but also beauty of winter and the snow and just the cold, and obviously the symbolism of the cold and the snow being kind of like death, and for her being, I'll probably be, that might be the hill I die on. That is my favorite part of the movie is the score, but the cinematography, the performances.
Shot by Hoyte van Hoytema, who's
which
Chris
we just found out
Nolan's
yesterday.
DP.
Oh,
Yeah, he shot Oppenheimer.
Oh, holy shit!
Yeah.
I see it.
Yeah.
This is every frame is a masterpiece. It's just beautiful.
Have you guys seen the remake?
I haven't.
No.
Shot by Greg Fraser, who shot the Batman. Directed by Matt Reeves, who shot the Batman.
Yeah.
It looks a lot like the Batman. It's
Interesting.
visually there's a lot of sort of, and some of the scenes where the older man is like getting victims are shot like the Riddler scenes in the Batman, and
Yeah.
so it's a gorgeous movie.
So it's like a totally different vibe.
Not wildly different.
Not wildly, yeah.
No, it's very simple. It's very faithful. It's really good.
Chloe Grace Moretz
is the kid,
and
the
Cody
kid,
McPhee.
Cody McPhee,
yeah, Cody McPhee is the.
It's worth a watch. You're saying.
Yeah,
well worth a watch. I always
and
say
the dad is perfect. The dad's
I forget his name now.
Shit, he's always
you Google it.
Yeah.
No, it's so similar that I don't recommend watching them back to back.
Yeah.
No, give it a little.
What I would do is the next time you're like, oh, I should rewatch this movie, watch the remake.
Okay.
Because it's well worth it. But.
Yeah. So the quote unquote father is Richard Jenkins.
Oh,
Talking about like perfect.
That guy's great. That's a great choice for a remake in that.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
And Owen, the boy, who was Oscar in.
Got it. Gotcha.
Is Cara Buono, the mom.
Yeah, the mom and the dad have more of a relation,
role
in that one. Okay. But it's really good.
Okay.
But yeah, visually,
it's absolutely
stunning,
gorgeous.
Yeah, it's one of those ones. I wouldn't say it's better. I would say it's probably almost as good,
just in different ways.
Yeah.
Okay, I will check it out for sure. Yeah, I mean I loved it from the moment I first watched it. It's something I watch often. I rewatch often.
Mm-hmm.
It never gets old. It's always just I don't know what it is. It just gives me these like cozy, happy / sad feels. I can't like it's a whole emotional vibe that just I don't get often with films. It's very unique. And it's I don't know, just very I love the story. Who doesn't love a good vampire story? And I like kind of the way they portray her.
Yeah.
As more of a like nocturnal animal than some kind of supernatural being kind of thing. I don't know. It was really cool.
And I think like one of the things I really appreciated that I take into my own storytelling and I certainly actually tried to sort of do a little bit in the feature we just did is I love when you can see the whole of a character's life, right? From beginning to death. And the way they do this uses one of my other favorite things that you can do, which is show a character's past or present through another character and showing what Oscar's going to be like.
Yep.
Because you can get a pretty clear picture of what his life was like up to that moment.
Yep.
The movie starts. And then you get a very clear picture of what his life is going to be like from there on out, which I love this moment right before the old man gets caught and has to destroy his face. He's sitting in the kitchen with Ely and she just touches his face and you can see him almost revert back to that little boy.
Yeah.
And it's not a detail you can even get watching it the first time. You
and there's something about Ely that touches exactly about what you're talking about, which I'll get to a little bit later.
Yeah, but I thought that was such a beautiful moment that had me like welling up watching it this time. Yeah.
I know. I feel his character like gutted for him every time. Every time. Rob?
What about you guys?
So to build upon what Sonia was saying before in terms of the cold and the atmosphere, that environment itself is another character in the film.
100%.
You know, and I think the one emotion you didn't touch on in terms of that is the loneliness and solitude of that.
And isolation.
I don't think outside of when they're in the gym or at the school trip, there aren't any crowd shots.
Yeah.
The most you see in a shot of maybe 5 people tops. And a lot of times if there are that many, they're shot with a wider lens. So they seem sort of isolated. It's this just town of loneliness.
Yeah.
Which I thought was wonderfully constructed. And you know, it's what we were saying before, like when you were saying that you can learn about a character from another character, you know, their trajectory. It's what I noticed about Ely this time out seeing it, that however old she is, I kind of got the impression that she was bullied. You know, because when she told him, she said, like, you need to stand up, you need to hit them. And also because how quickly she killed other people at the end when that pool scene, how violent that is.
Yes.
That's her getting back at her bullies.
100%.
Yes.
That is her own personal.
Because she can now do that. She has the
Mm.
ability to do that.
Yep.
And that was what I got out of that, you know?
And I think that's why she spared the one friend, the little blonde kid, because she can see that friend group that he's the one being bullied into being a bully.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like there's even one, I think it's the shot where he's whipping Oscar. You can see like the slightest mark on his face where he had clearly been whipped and it had healed previously.
Yeah.
This is definitely a don't be a bully movie.
Yeah, because even a lot of the adults are bullied.
Yeah.
You know, like they're like everyone is sort of bullied.
Yeah.
To some extent. And so it's weird because it gives you a mixed emotion of both empathy, but at the same time, there's a level of satisfaction in that pool scene.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because certainly you realize that the kid who's been bullying Oscar, his older brother is clearly bullying him.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You know, and so it's an interesting dynamic to watch. All these leaving you really, like I said, at a crossroads of emotions to wonder what, you know, to really think about both empathy and this sort of revenge fantasy that you do have throughout the whole thing.
I think if she hadn't spared that one blonde, I think I would have had a much harder time feeling just satisfied with just the vengeance.
Yeah.
Like she really fucked with the ones that were almost seeming to take joy in tormenting Oscar. This poor kid was just doing it because he didn't want to get beat up.
Right.
So I think if they hadn't done that, it would have been harder to be like, yeah. TJ?
Yeah. Oh, I had never seen this before.
What?
Yes, no, I had not seen this before.
Hey.
So I've loved this. I was not gonna lie, being a foreign film, generally I'm not a huge. I don't watch a lot of them, so I shouldn't really say anything. Right. Shouldn't really make any comment. So I went to it a little bit like cautious, but I was just from the opening sequences, like the snow window.
Oh my god, you're right.
I'm like, I was completely it pulled me right into it immediately. And then of course they go back to that later. That whole opening sequence that comes back later on after
chills thinking about it.
I think it's after Ellie leaves and he's like looking out the window and he puts his hand on the window and takes it down.
Yeah.
That's from the opening sequence, I'm pretty sure. I have to rewatch this movie again, obviously. I've seen it once now. To go back to what you're saying at the pool scene, like one of the first things that's the only time we see, like when she attacks the guy under the bridge, and even when she attacks that woman, like it's because she's desperate and feeding.
Yeah, she doesn't want to. She doesn't relish
She goes into that pool to kill those people to save her friend. You know what I mean? And I love the tragedy of a child vampire.
Yeah,
it's the you know, you have and we'll touch on it later as we touch by something else, but like that thought of like ever life, but you're
forever a
child. Like so, it's like you'll grow with all this knowledge and all these things, but then it doesn't matter in the real world.
Yep.
Yeah, you
can do nothing.
You're
you know
physically
what I mean? You're
a child, right?
I mean, everything you guys already touched on. Like I really can't say much more. I mean, the setting for a vampire movie is perfect. Like it's
such an interesting choice to not something I would have initially picked, because obviously in a lot of vampire movies you picture something a little more gothic.
Yeah.
But
it's very subdued and aesthetically it's brutalist.
Just in an apartment building, and I love her relationship with her handler.
Yeah.
I hated seeing him.
I know.
But like
that was rough.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Doing everything he did to protect her.
Yeah.
I thought he was gonna drink the acid at first. But then I realized pouring on his face means nobody can
recognize
him. That. And
I think the most heartbreaking line in the thing was when you start to realize he has a bit of jealousy for Oscar.
Oh yeah,
and he has that one line when he goes, "Could you not see that boy tonight?" Oh,
yep.
You feel so bad.
Your heart 100%.
And you feel worse seeing it for another time because knowing what he's going to do.
That and knowing that this is going to be Oscar eventually too.
Yeah.
She's going to have to find a new Oscar at some point, and he's going to be brokenhearted.
Yeah.
It's rough.
Something I just saw when he's tapping. First off, the fucking
the Morse code.
The Morse code. Brilliant.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
I thought that was such a beautiful detail. He's tapping at the end. is Kiss.
Is that what
He's tapping
when they're on
Kiss.
the box?
When they're on the at the end.
Oh my god!
Yeah. A reference to TJ Kiss, who he knew would be watching the movie.
Yes.
Oh
he knew one day
God.
TJ Kiss would be watching.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's so
I know, it's
sweet.
so sweet.
And that's something I kind of want to lean into and talk to you guys. I'm curious about your take. Where does our empathy end when it comes to Ely being a predator in more ways than one?
I mean, look.
She's not like she knows this is what's going to happen to Oscar. That she knows this is his future fate, and she is much, much older than him mentally.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But strikes up this friendship knowing she's going to need a new handler. I'm just...
You're right. I think as a writer, one of the things I think about often is your empathy lines are drawn based on where we meet you. You know, oftentimes, because humans have this quality of latching onto the first piece of information.
Right.
And I think by meeting her as a child and then sort of learning to empathize with her through that, and her intentions, however layered they may be, aren't sort of fully realized till the end, your empathy is more, you know, but had you met her as a lecherous vampire who you know the empathy may be slightly different, so that sort of lays
I think there's a
storytelling.
similar issue in, though not because they're so young, but there's a similar issue in The Hunger. You know, where the initial impulse, the initial programming is to get someone to replace the previous person or whatever. But I think over a course of 100 years or a course of all this time, that there are certain emotions you then attach to this person.
Right.
It is kind of odd because he is a boy.
Yeah.
But I think you're right. Also, I think there's just something. This whole movie is a bunch of mixed emotions and mixed feelings. You know, which I kind of like. Also, I like the fact that we have to struggle with concepts and grapple with these ideas.
Because life is complicated.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And to circle back to your thing about Ely being bullied, I don't think we know how old she is.
Yeah, we don't really ever get a hint, do we?
No, I don't think so.
No, in the trivia they say she's about 300 years old.
Wow.
Is that based on anything?
I don't know. I don't know if it's a bit of dialogue or something. But
because I noticed this time, when she gets into bed, she says, he's like, "Oh, will you be my girlfriend?" She says, "I'm not a girl."
Yeah.
And then she's wearing the trans flag as a sweater.
Oh.
But the creators said they dubbed her voice with a deeper voice to make it a little more androgynous.
That's
so they were intentionally casting somebody that maybe did look a little partially androgynous.
Yeah.
They were trying to go in a...
And there is that scene where he peeks in on her and she puts it, and her genitalia is clearly...
just fused or something.
Like cut up or something.
Yeah. So it's, you know, I don't know what that's saying, but...
Yeah, that was, is this... Once you're turned, is this something that happens to your body, or is this like something you did to yourself?
Or was
it like a that which further sort of drives home that was she sort of abused in some way
form,
before she was a vampire, and that just sort of stayed that way, or you know, was it a corner stitch? Was it, you know what I mean? It could be any number of things. I don't know.
Yeah.
But I do like the idea that it is this ambiguous thing because so much of the film, I think, relies on our personal Rorschach test of what we believe is happening.
It means something different to everybody, basically.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
But it was really interesting to me that they dubbed another voiceover to get a slightly more androgynous sound. Yeah.
That's interesting.
So I had one thought about the thoughts about Ellie's predatory behavior or whatever. So I thought about this after I'd finished it and was thinking about the movie for a while. Like, vampires, historically, they will do whatever they have to do to sort of convince. So, I mean, as much as we want to believe that Ellie does really care about Oscar and want him to.
Mhm.
I mean, this all could just very much be like she needs another handler. Like so, like this is the routine I have to go through, and all these kind of things. And it's like so. It's not so much empathy or anything like that. It's more just like this is survival for her. Like she has to do this, and she has to find someone when they're young that she can build a relationship with as a child,
right?
So that as that person grows up, now they're going to be able to, because she's not going to be able to likely get that sort of relationship if she meets somebody who's like 40 years old.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah.
So I thought about that pretty much afterwards. Like, I wonder if this is just all what she does every 45 or 50 years. She has to go find another little kid and start to become friends with him. And then work her way up. Maybe she specifically looks for kids who are lonely and bullied and all that kind of thing.
Which is very predatory. Yeah. I mean, I think it's just something. It could be an interesting. I mean, it takes a very different tone. The whole movie takes on a very different tone in that regard. Obviously, if it's just like this is just perform. But it doesn't have to be. It could be. It could be a mix of both. Maybe she initially was just like, okay, I need a new one. And then she really started to like him. Who knows? I like it's the ambiguity of it. I like that we don't have a definitive answer. It could be anything we want it to be. Really.
And again, that's why I want to watch it again soon, so that I can. But I have to watch the remake first.
You should rewatch. You should watch the remake. It is very good.
Okay.
And a little underrated.
Yeah. I think also too, again, because we talk so much about the atmosphere being a part of the character. I think that involves the characters as well, the other actual human characters, because you realize that I would say what attracts Ely to Oscar is the same thing that Håkon has with the dad, which is they're the warmest characters in the thing. Everyone else is very cold, very, and in some cases, both physically and emotionally.
Yeah.
He's constantly, the thing that bullies him a lot is the physical bullying, but also the other things like when they threw his pants in a toilet and he has to walk home in his shorts.
Yes. Oh, that was brutal.
It's got to be sub-zero temperature.
God.
Yeah.
I've never wanted to see a kid's head get ripped off.
For real.
I mean,
but she then gets into bed with him and she says, "Turn around. I don't want you to see." Because you kind of almost wonder if she misses the warmth of a human body.
Oh, yeah.
Because she cuddles up next to him. You don't know. And again, or is it just her working on his hormones?
Yeah.
You don't know. It is this ambiguous thing. But the reality is that the two oh my God. I just got a text like, "Hello, this is Ely calling about."
Ellie,
stop!
Get out of here! That is crazy. I see it. It says,
"Oh my God,
insane.
They're listening."
They're listening.
Right,
no, but it was for my health insurance. So,
oh my God, that's wild. What are the odds?
I know.
Your new health insurance, you are never dying, Rob. You have eternal
you got
life.
Some good stuff.
So what I think that's what ultimately that might be the attraction she has is warmth, or the signal to go after this person is warmth.
Yeah.
Because everyone else they're all very cold people. They're all very
I mean, dark is attracted to the light. So it makes sense. That's
because I think like if Håkon, let's say, were a colder person, he wouldn't have forgotten the blood in the beginning.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like you could still see he's a very fallible person,
Yeah.
a very human person.
Yeah.
So I was thinking that when I was watching it this time out, that we see an environment that's very cold, but we also see that in the human actors. That the most of them are cold, and so the ones we are physically attracted to are the ones that are warmer.
Right.
Even his biological dad, when he goes to visit him.
Yes.
Their relationship is beautiful. They have such a nice time together. Yeah. He's very warm, and then it's like that moment where Oscar's watching it, realizing, if I don't start standing up for myself, like this is my life. This guy just barges into the house and is like, "All right, pour me drinks," without saying it. Literally just walks in like, "Nope."
And the interesting thing too is that his mom is a relatively warm person. He just can't connect with her.
Yeah.
And I will say this, and I'm always saying that this is not a peer study or anything like that. This is just personal experience because when I was a kid and my parents got divorced, my sister went to live with my mom and I went to live with my dad. I was much closer to my mom, and my sister was much closer to my dad.
Aww.
And I think it's because there's this myth that's built up in your head that there's someone out there who can save you, or there's someone out there who will stand up for you, and not the person you see every day, not the person who notices the shit you do all the time,
right? That's
or not the person who criticizes you, or not the person, not thinking that person is the person taking care of you, or the person. You know, they're just sort of very base. These sort of base things that children have. Yeah. So I totally understood that when I saw that he was closer to his dad because he gets to see him every couple of weeks, whereas he's always fighting with mom, who has a roof over his head and is feeding him and has done nothing to really give him any reason to not like him.
She seems like a really good, hardworking single mom.
Exactly.
But of course, she's the one to yell at him when he got suspended from school.
Yes. And then he calls dad, and dad is nice and cool about it.
Exactly. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I hadn't thought about that dynamic either.
So I totally got it watching.
Yeah. Aww.
I did really like the moment when him and his mom are both brushing their teeth.
Yes.
And they come out in the hallway and look at each other and smile. That's nice.
I can realize they're doing like the same thing.
Yeah.
That was cute. But they're like you said, he wasn't able she wasn't necessarily not trying to connect with him.
Mm-hmm.
She just
no, but that was like the only real moment I can remember where those two connected on the screen together.
Was the toothbrushing,
was the toothbrushing. Otherwise, it's just the mom and son moments where like this, that, like, we gotta go.
There's the moment where he goes outside to see Ellie. I don't remember if it was right before he met her or if he had already met her. But he's like, "Are you gonna come watch TV with me?" He's like, "No, I'm gonna go outside." She's like, "Okay, I guess I'll just watch this by myself."
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, she's trying.
So that's the thing.
But like she's also exhausted because she's probably overworked and she can't like take you outside to play. She doesn't have it in her right now. Yeah, it's just all around gut wrenching.
Yeah.
One of my favorite moments of like editing brilliance that I don't know that any of us here would have picked up on, and I picked on it because of a specific way I was watching this. You knew this was about vampires.
Mm-hmm.
Did you know this was about vampires?
When I first saw
it.
Oh my God, I can't remember. I feel like I did. I feel like I went in knowing something.
Because the second time I watched this, first time I watched it either by myself or the two of us had watched it. Second time I watched it with my brother and one of my friends. Neither of them knew it was about vampires.
Okay.
So the whole time they're like, what's going on? Is he a cannibal? Is he?
Oh, okay.
The moment that really they both sat up was, I forget what the specific scene is, but there's a scene where Ely is like, her stomach is grumbling.
Yeah.
And then it cuts to one of my favorite scenes, which is her under the bridge.
Mm-hmm.
The second it cut from her stomach to the under the bridge, they both go, vampire! It was like that. They were like, vampire! And I thought that was such a great moment of like, hunger, and then immediately she's gonna go, and they knew exactly what it was.
That's cute.
Yeah, and I was like, it was funny because if I hadn't watched it with them, I wouldn't have realized that I was taking for granted that it was a vampire movie.
Right.
That
or even
was
going back to the
reveal.
scene I was talking about, when he runs away and leaves the blood. Had he taken the blood with him, and she started shrinking, he would have known from that scene.
Yes.
Right.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
No,
that's really cool.
And then I love the way, a vampire movie can play with tropes or do unexpected tropes, like forcing Ely to come into the
Oh
to
my
the room,
God.
and then she's like bleeding all over.
That was really really cool.
I remember that was like, as a kid, I remembered that iconography of her like bleeding and
and there's another little detail that I didn't really pick up on until the last time I saw is that when she starts getting hungry, her eyes become very cat-like.
Yes.
And so that's when you realize that there's some kind of
her
connection she has
dilate and
with
contract.
All those cats.
Oh, interesting.
Like they don't freak out until she's in the vicinity or whatever,
Like predator recognizes predator kind of vibes. Yeah. I love those. There's another moment where it's when Oscar tries to have them do like the Blood Brothers thing, but he's telling her about the bullies. Yeah. And the lights are out and the lights turn on and her eyes have to
like adjust.
Her pupils, and it's just uncanny enough.
Very subtle.
It's so subtle.
Yeah, but it's a little freaky to see her eyes. Yeah.
And I love too, like we've seen every version of it, but And they, I was going to spoil another movie. But I love that when the woman in the bed is there and the sun hits her and she lights a blaze. Like you're used to seeing them either like melt or bubble up or some other thing and just to
immediately ignite was very
Yeah, there's really a scene kind of like that in had we not had access to The Hunger, I would have picked that movie. I won't go into it. I'll probably go into it like during lunch or whatever. But but there's something very similar to that.
Yeah.
But it's actually played a little more comedically, but the same thing happens. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, there the interesting moral dilemma too of yes, she's just trying to survive. Living forever sounds horrible.
Oh my god, it sounds fucking. I can't fucking imagine.
Horrible. I'd be like, fuck it, let me just go out into the sun one day. Like, just end it.
I'm only 25 and I'm getting sick of this shit.
Yeah.
I can't imagine like having to like, oh my god,
I think that's like that woman in the hospital. I think she kind of realized that.
And she's like, fuck that.
Could you open the window, please?
Yep. Yeah. She knew. I mean, she seemed kind of religious too. So I think she really was genuinely afraid. But yeah, like that sounds terrible. I don't want to have to spend eternity killing people and drinking blood and like just none of that. Like you might be, it might be cool for like
a couple,
maybe
20, 30 years.
But by the end of like just no, I'm gonna just go to the beach.
Yeah, by then I feel like I've done everything I wanted to do.
Exactly.
There's that great scene actually in the movie Highlander. And Queen song, they play that Queen song, "Who Wants to Live Forever."
Yeah, I love that song.
And and you realize that he's with his woman in the Highlands of Scotland, and they're having a great time. He weirdly has a French accent, but it doesn't matter. And they're having this, and then there's a great piece of music when Freddie Mercury goes, "Oh, when love must die," and it just cuts to her, and she's an old woman.
Yep.
And you realize, oh yeah, I mean, at some point you're gonna just start losing people, and at what point do you stop feeling that?
Yeah.
At one point do you just become numb to the fact that people around you are going to die? Because if you're living forever, the thing we don't think about is that time is going to move way faster for you. People will come and go.
That's true. Yeah.
You know, like think about when you were a kid.
Yeah.
How long summer vacation was.
Yeah.
It seemed like forever. Now we're as an adult and we're like, fuck, it's September?
Anymore. Yeah, exactly.
You know? I'm like, oh, god damn it. Yeah.
It's 2025.
It's just hot and I have to work.
What?
Yeah.
Wasn't 2007 like 8 years ago? What?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's an interesting point. I hadn't thought of that.
Well, I think that's why vampires become such cold killers. Because
after a while, because they stop looking.
You all don't matter.
Yeah. And you're all going to die. So whether you die by me or not, it makes almost no difference. And so I think one of the curses of being a vampire or being immortal is that you are eventually going to lose your humanity.
Yeah.
And you're eventually going to lose your empathy.
That's cool.
Not because you're an evil person. It's just there's nothing to compare your empathy to.
Yeah.
When everything around you just dwindles away. Yeah.
That's really.
I just had an idea for a vampire movie.
There we go.
I have to talk to you about something I'm working on too.
It's going to be a busy lunch, guys.
I know.
Yeah, this is going to be quite a lunch break.
Living forever just sounds terrible.
Yeah.
Who wants to live forever? Yes.
I'm going to embarrass myself right now, but
go right ahead.
I mean, I grew up with Queen, and if I had to pick a band, like the only one I would ever listen to for the rest of my life, I only had one, I would pick Queen.
Oh, okay.
But the first time I heard that song was at a Sarah Brightman concert.
Who?
Oh, no way.
Sarah Brightman.
She sang it?
I have no idea who that is.
I don't know who Sarah Brightman is.
She was the original Christine in Phantom of the Opera.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Got you.
Yeah.
It's a great song.
It's such a good song. And it's actually really pretty.
And
like she sings it like a soprano.
Yeah, that sounds interesting.
But just.
That's maybe my favorite Queen song.
Really?
I'm not big on Queen.
What?
Really?
Why?
Can I? Okay.
No, I've noticed that.
Don't give me this 80s crap again, Josh.
No.
Music
it's not that. It's Queen and Michael Jackson. When they died, the worst, most annoying theater kids I know pretended like they were fans of theirs forever.
Oh, I see.
So they kind of tainted it.
It was just like, all right,
like
man.
the performative fan.
Let's play another One Bites the Dust again.
Right.
Or Bohemian Rhapsody.
Right.
That's like the 3 times in my life the Jets have actually been good, and I see people wearing jerseys, and I'm like, you don't.
You're not
you don't deserve it.
You're jumping on that bandwagon.
Yeah.
Yep. You haven't earned what I've earned.
Tell me how you're 13 and Billie Jean had an impact on you.
Yeah.
Like,
oh my
just
God.
don't fucking
That's fair. That's valid.
Yeah, so it was,
Yeah.
But and I haven't gotten over that. Same with Prince.
Well, Freddie Mercury, they're both right above you.
I
so
know.
Pretty nice.
All
Dude.
three of them
Oh
are
my
above
God,
me,
yeah.
And is that George Michael?
It sure
I
is
quite
George
like
Michael.
George Michael. I
And
like
Bowie.
George Michael.
Yeah.
And Bowie's my favorite of all time.
Yeah, wait, I
that's
gotta take a
probably
picture of
my
that so the
favorite of
people
all
in the
time.
audience know what you're
Yeah,
talking
Sonia
about.
Oh, yeah.
painted. You
Can
painted that,
Can I
right?
take a picture of that?
Yeah,
Yeah,
please
painted
do.
a wonderful
There are 4 different
it's
canvases.
very cool.
abstract
Taking a
portrait.
picture.
Thank
Click.
you. Oh my God, you
There we
got it.
go.
Yeah,
All right.
that's actually what I was doing before I got into porn. I was doing sex work advocacy.
Mhm.
And so I had an Etsy store with like sex positive merchandise
Oh, wow.
and pro decrim, and like these are all sexual icons.
Yeah.
And at least for me.
Yeah.
So I did like men, and then I did one of cartoon women too.
Ooh,
I
oh,
did
wow.
interesting.
which Jessica Rabbit, Lola
All-timer.
Bunny from
Oh,
Space
incredible.
Jam, Betty Boop,
Smash.
Yeah.
and I can never remember her name, but the chick from Cool World.
Yeah. That's what I was thinking of as you're going through the list. But
Yeah,
I can't
no
remember her
idea.
name
So
either.
I only have those in coasters. I don't have those on canvas yet.
Yeah.
I need to make those.
If only we'll have an opportunity to talk about how much we love David Bowie.
Yeah.
Oh,
At some point.
I
yeah.
just
If only
don't-
there was a
Only
movie.
there was
There's
a
always an
movie.
Only
episode
there was a
that
movie
we
with
did already.
That we
vampires.
covered
Yeah.
Damn.
We'll talk about. Yeah.
Yes, you've already heard us wax poetic
Yeah.
about David Bowie weeks ago.
Yes.
I know.
How can you not?
Can I talk about a scene that kind of cracked me up in the very beginning?
Sure, yeah.
It's the first time you see them in class, and they have a police officer in there
Oh yeah.
talking about a horrific crime scene.
Yes.
And I'm like, what the hell is going on in Sweden?
Yeah,
But
I
then-
thought that was gonna have really something to do.
Yeah.
But then they ask
Oscar raises his hand.
for student participation. Oscar participates,
Has
and then
an
they all
answer.
torch him.
And,
Yeah.
and they
They're
still
all,
make
like,
fun
joke
of him.
making fun
I
of
know.
him.
It's like, what? You're making fun of me, but not the cop who just told us these
Yeah.
horrific details.
Yeah.
Because
Okay.
that's the thing, like because you could see in Oscar's face, he's like, "Oh, I
I
can
know this.
shine
Oh.
here. I've been reading
Yeah.
about this," and he enthusiastically raised. And then the cop, not just the students, the cop makes fun of him.
And so
Yeah.
was the teacher.
And the teacher,
Yeah,
and
they
I was
both
like,
give
"What
that
the fuck,
scoff."
man?"
I'm like,
yeah,
that was the reason I did not raise my hand a lot when I was a kid.
Yeah.
Even though I knew the answers a lot. I like
Mm.
the fear of
being made fun.
being
Same
made
here.
fun of.
Same here.
Being
Actually-
wrong or
Yeah.
That happened relatively recently in my adult life, where I was going to Stoya, her book of the month club for
Yeah.
a while, and we read Anne Rice's Sleeping Beauty,
No,
Mhm.
I've never.
and I
didn't know.
like was so excited to give this take that I had not heard before, and and everyone looked at me like I had 5 heads. And I was like, cool, I'm not going to talk again probably
Jesus.
for 10 years.
Right, there you go.
Thank you. Thank you for that. That, like, the trauma of just, what? Yeah. Poor Oscar. My
know.
God. You just, yeah.
Yeah. It was funny because the scene starts with you going, "The fuck is it?" But then you generally feel bad for him by the end.
Yeah.
Because right away, that establishes his character.
Yeah.
Or at least how everyone views his character right away.
Yes.
I was so happy when he hit that kid on the side of the head with the
Same.
Oh my God. And you know what
Such
pissed me off
satisfaction I felt
about
for
that?
him.
such
Yeah.
a good
It reminded me of like when you're a kid and somebody's like doing that, and then you retaliate, and that's the second somebody's watching.
Yes.
And then you're in trouble
Yep.
now.
Yeah.
Yep.
I was getting pissed off, and you can ask my brother. Oh, he was like, "Dude, you're 25 now. You don't have to fucking worry about getting in trouble." It was like, "Yeah, you're right. You're right. You're right."
Actually,
I'm
when
an
you
adult
well, at least not by us. You wouldn't get in trouble by us.
No, yeah.
Yeah.
Are you the older or
I'm the older of 3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
that I think is part of it too, where we're trying to just do our thing, and
Yeah,
the younger
yeah.
ones come in and they push and they push and
Yeah.
they push and they push, and you finally push back, and it's like, "Nah!"
Yeah. There's-
And then
there is also the
I hate that. My sisters do that all the time.
I was the
Yeah.
oldest. I had 2 younger sisters.
You get it
all the goddamn time.
all the
Yeah.
time,
Oh.
all the time. Oh, my little angel! Like she
My sister,
was going at it for like 15 minutes before I finally snapped.
my
When she
sister
was
kicked
little-
a hole in the wall
Yeah.
because she was mad at me, and then I got in trouble
Because she kicked a hole in the wall for being mad at you.
Kick a hole in the wall.
Yeah.
I didn't do it. It's not my fault.
My sister, when she was little, she would just walk up to me and scream and walk away. And I would get I don't know if you guys ever had the plastic spoon. I got the plastic spoon.
A wooden spoon.
The little plastic spoon from the kitchen. That's how you get the beating.
That's terrifying, first of all.
Yeah. And
Yeah,
she
that's
knew
psychopathic
She knew
behavior.
right away.
Yes.
Yeah,
I respect it
she'd walk a
child, good
high
move.
pitched scream.
Oh
she
my
would do it and then
God.
just calmly walk away. And my mom would barrel in the room. Bam. Yeah.
Wow. I thought I was gonna. My sister did some fucked up shit. Like I ran into the house and picked up the phone once, and she wanted to answer it, and so she bit me on the ass.
All right.
Jake had an ass biting phase. I
Really?
probably
Yes.
shouldn't be saying this on the podcast.
Yeah, he did. When he was
Do
little,
not cut
when
that.
he was little, he used to
Do
bite
not.
people on the ass. Yeah.
That is so funny. But
Yeah.
holy shit, no! That there's
remember-
something
yeah.
even more terrifying about yours.
Well, here's the thing about that, which take it any way you want. One time he bit his uncle on the ass when we were at their grandfather's, and my wife friend was like, "Why did you bite him on the butt?" And Jacob just went, "I don't know. I just wanted to see if it was funny or not funny." That's what he was like 3.
What did he say? Did he find it funny?
No one found it
I
funny.
think by the reaction, he was always a crowd man.
Yeah, he worked the crowd.
Yeah, he always worked the crowd. So if the crowd wasn't going for
Oh
it,
my
he knew
God.
not to do
Got
it.
it. Got
He's
it.
a
Okay.
stand-up comedian's son,
Oh,
for
yeah,
sure.
Yeah.
I wanted
wanna
to see
see
if
if
it
it's
was
funny or not funny.
Yeah.
That's incredible. That is
Yeah.
wow.
When you look at my 2 sons, you're looking at me split in 2.
Yes.
Mhm.
So you're looking at the brooding artist over there next
Yep.
to you, and you're looking at what would be probably the Bugs Bunny / Deadpool when it comes to my other son.
Distilled down to
Yeah,
Oh, it's so true. I love it.
like
Oh,
those are
that's funny.
my exact personality has been split down the middle with my sons.
Yeah, I got the Mark Maron comedian who's sitting in a corner
Yeah.
fucking smoking
Yeah.
a cigarette,
Yes,
Yeah.
that's great.
and my mother's sense of like political
Yes,
you know
yes.
Yeah, and
The
then Jake,
Yeah.
who was like, again, when he was little, after he took a shower, and only sometimes I could see, he would walk towards the bedroom, but stop to helicopter himself and then go in the bedroom.
he's gonna hate us.
Amazing.
And he's like 4, mind
He was like 4 or 5.
That's a good
And
way to try.
I
I
was
thought
the
this was
only
last
person
week.
who could see it. I'm like,
Oh my
that's my-
God.
And the thing is, I'm like,
Oh, that's so funny.
he would be in trouble if it wasn't so fucking
Yeah,
funny.
and that,
Yeah.
that
And that
sounds
was
like
kind
he
of
was
the rule we
always
had in the house,
trying
like, if
to
you
find
make-
that line.
Yeah.
Circling back,
If you make me laugh, you're
You're not in
gonna be
trouble.
Yeah.
circling back to the trauma.
Yeah.
We had a rule, which was if we could make him laugh,
Right.
we could say it or get away with
Yeah.
it. Which was great for my brother who
Oh.
had comedic timing. Not so great for me.
Oh, that sucks.
That's okay
man.
for you, Jeff.
Not so good for the
Yeah.
brooding artist.
Yeah, exactly.
It was always like, you know that scene in Family Guy where they were pitching candy quacks, and like Jake and I would be like, yeah, that's funny, it's funny, and Josh would come in and tell a joke, and I'd be like, Jake, have you seen the kitchen?
Shut up, Meg.
I
Yeah.
think my comedic timing has gotten a little better.
No,
but-
yeah.
You've got some
Yeah.
singers for sure.
Yeah, you have a very different sense of
Yeah.
humor
Yes.
from
Yeah.
him.
Oh, but that's just
Yeah.
too funny though.
So good.
So all right, so
I think, is it time
I
for
think-
games?
Yeah, we can
Yeah, we
probably
can start
start
our
shifting into
games.
game
Yeah.
time.
Uh,
But we got
2 truths and
2
a die.
truths and a
Truths and a
die.
die.
Yeah.
All right, we're playing a new.
New-ish.
I was going to
Newish
say
game?
a new Sting. We have a musical cue that's going to play
Yeah.
there.
Oh, right. Yeah, yeah.
Yes.
2 truths and a die.
Okay, 2 truths and a die. Ely never blinks.
Mhm.
Okay.
The movie takes place in 1982.
Mhm.
This is the actor who plays Ely, her first movie.
Hmm.
Interesting.
Okay. I will say I know that the second one is true.
Okay.
I'm gonna say that Ely never blinked.
Yeah, I'm going with
Yeah.
number 1.
That is true.
Yeah,
that is the
that's
fake
true.
one.
That's
Yeah.
fake one.
That's the
Okay.
fake one? Oh, okay.
He goes,
That's
that
a
is
good
true.
one,
That is
though.
the fake one. Yeah, okay, good.
That-
That was a good one, though.
Yeah.
That was good.
Yeah.
It's something you could
Believe
imagine.
was yeah.
Yeah.
I was
that's-
going yeah.
Now in Dark Shadows, they digitally removed all of Johnny Depp's blinks.
I heard that. Yeah.
So
Oh,
that
wow.
in that movie, the answer is
Mhm.
that's a truth. That's not
Yeah.
a die.
But in
You never
Well, I
blinked.
took
but
it
in
from-
Wednesday, Apparently,
they added blinks.
They added. They had to. She like never did.
Did they? Wait, I said that as a joke. Are you serious?
No. That Jenna Ortega did not blink on Wednesday.
What?
Like she would blink in between takes.
Why?
I never like went and rewatched every episode because it's just part of that like calculated foreboding. You know, just always watching, always.
I mean, Lance Henriksen never blinked as the T1000.
Yeah.
Or that's not Lance
Robert. You're thinking
Robert
Patrick.
Yeah. I mean, it's hard to do, but you know, if you can hold out long enough.
I can win almost any staring contest.
Same.
Right.
Yeah.
No blinking next episode.
I can't. My eyes are too dry.
We'll start the next episode with the staring contest.
That would be so funny. Sometimes I'll do that, like if I'm trying to cry.
Of our podcast, there's a staring
as
contest.
an actor.
Yeah. That's how we started with the ecstasy of gold, the city of gold from fucking Good, the Bad, and the Ugly.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, just like constantly.
Oh my god, that would be
just cutting
so
back and
funny.
No, I blink like I have a keratin deficiency. It's just like, I'm constantly blinking.
All right. I mean, do we have anything else? Are we going to wrap this bad
Yeah,
boy
we're not
up?
going to do slash or smash on
No,
this
we're
one.
not doing slash or
Obviously.
smash. I can do a little
little trivia. Let's do a little trivia.
Yeah, let's do a little trivia.
So true.
Oh my god, these trivias are so long. Okay. At around the 19-minute mark, the word vampire is only said once in the film.
Who the hell says vampire?
I think Oscar asks, doesn't he?
Yeah, she says, "Are you a vampire?"
Yeah, but that's the only time.
Yeah.
And I just watched this yesterday.
Yeah, though the film takes place in Blackeberg, a suburb of Stockholm, the film principal photography was shot in Luleå in the north of Sweden to ensure enough snow in cold weather.
Nice.
I understood every one of those words individually. Almost every scene in the movie contains the color red or red-orange, a clear reference to the color blood. Blah, blah, blah. Another translation for Ely's first note to Oscar is, "To flee his life, to linger his death, yours, Ely."
Oh, wow.
This is Lena Leanders the debut, which is Ely.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
This is included among Letterboxd's top 250 horror films.
It should just be top 250 films, period, man.
This is probably my favorite.
It's a masterpiece.
Oh, okay. Again, there's no explanation to this, but at around the hour and 30-minute mark, when Oscar spies on Ely changing clothes and sees her scar genitalia, a mannequin was used for that shot. But again, there's still no explanation.
Yeah, I like that they don't.
Yeah. Leanderson was cast partly because of her androgynous appearance at the film, which is what Jacob was saying. All right, that's good.
Nino Mosquito. That was a good one.
Yeah. A real. I loved this movie.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, this really is one of my favorites.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Agreed.
So, ladies and gentlemen, thanks again for watching another episode of Stabby Road Podcast. And now I wrote it down. Don't forget to follow us on all our socials, including TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, X, and Blue Sky. I almost wrote Blu-ray, which is funny, but I'm determined to get Blue Sky correct.
All right.
And don't forget to like and subscribe our YouTube channel, particularly if you're liking what you're seeing and you want to see more. Vote with your likes and vote with your subscriptions. You will absolutely get more. And we have a bunch of stuff coming up. So once again, from us here at the Stabby Road family, my name is Rob Graydon.
I'm TJ Kiss.
I'm Sonia Harcourt.
Stabby Take Charge.
And thank you for taking a walk on the sad, snowy vampire road.
Vampire under the bridge.
Thing. My genitalia scarred.
Oh, good God.
Stabby Road Podcast was created by Joe Senna, recording technicians Josh Graydon and Eric Todd. The Stabby Road Podcast is a production of Fourth Castle, all rights reserved. See you next week.